So, am I audible there? Okay. You can share the verse on the screen so that everyone will be visible for it.
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay. Everybody please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam Namaskaratam.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devi Saraswati Vyasam.
Tato Jayamudirayet
Nato Jayamudira.
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu
Ashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke.
Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki
Bhakti Nabhati.
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya.
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya Cha.
Nanda Gopakumaraya
Nanda Gopakumaraya.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
What should be the language, English or Hindi?
You can use both.
Okay. So we will read the verse. We will read the verse Srimad Bhagavatam 4, Canto 4, Chapter 8, verse 6. अथातः कीर्तये वंशहम् अथातः पुण्यकृतेः कुरुदेवः
पुण्यकीर्ते कुरुदेवः
स्वयंभुवस्य मनोः हरेरंशांश जन्मनः अथात कीर्तये वंशम् पुण्यकीर्ते कुरुद्वः स्वयंभुवस्यापि मनोः हरेरंशांश जन्मनः अथात कीर्तये वंशम् पुण्यकीर्ते कुरुद्वः स्वयंभुवस्यापि मनो हरेरंशांश जन्मनः Synonyms, word by anyone can repeat the shlok.
I'll repeat.
अथात we will go with word to word meaning. Atah, now. Atah, hereafter. Kirtaye,
Kirtaye,
I shall describe
I shall describe
Vamsham
Vamsham
dynasty
dynasty.
Punyakirtehe
Punya Kirtaye,
celebrated for virtuous activities.
celebrated for virtual activity.
Kurudvaha,
Guru Dwa,
O best of the Kurus.
best of the
Swambhuvasya
Swambhuvasya
of Swambhuva.
of Swambhuva.
Api
Api
even
even
Manoho
Manu
of the Manu.
of the Manu.
Hare
Hare
of the personality of Godhead.
of the personality of Godhead.
Amsha
Amsha
plenary expansion.
plenary action.
Amsha
Amsha
part of.
part of
Janmanaha
Janmana
born of.
born of.
Translation. Maitreya continued, O best of the Kuru dynasty, I shall now describe to you the descendants of Swambhu Manu, who was born of a part of plenary expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord Brahma is a powerful purport by His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Lord Brahma is a powerful expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although Brahma is a Jiva Tattva, he is empowered by the Lord and therefore he is considered a plenary expansion of the Supreme Godhead. Sometimes it happens that when there is no suitable living being to be empowered to act as Brahma, the Supreme Lord Himself appears as Brahma. Brahma is the Brahma is the plenary expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Swambhu Manu was the direct son of Brahma. The great sage Maitreya is now going to explain about the descendants of this Manu, all of whom are widely celebrated for their pious activities. Before speaking of these pious descendants, Maitreya has already described the descendants of impious activities, representing anger, envy, unpalatable speech, quarrel, fear, and death. Purposely, therefore, he is next relating the history of life of Dhruv Maharaj, the most pious king within this universe. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नीलाचल निवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्र सुभद्राभ्यां जगन्नाथाय ते नमो नमः। Hare Krishna. Everybody is most welcome in this today's morning lecture. I thank the organizer to give chance to glorify Lord Krishna on this auspicious Gopashtami day. Today is Gopashtami. Today is also disappearance day of too many saints like Gadadhar Pandit, Shyamanand Prabhu, and two more disciples of his Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I am in temple, so आरती is going on. That may be disturbing, but अरे बोल गेट बंद करके जाइएगा. Okay. Okay, so let's start with the shlok. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Putale Shrimati Bhaktivedanta. Hare Krishna. This is we are describing the fourth canto. Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is like a Amal Puran. It is too pious. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is told when Krishna departed from this material world, Krishna, when he departed from this material world, the Dharma took shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam was the place where Dharma took shelter. And Srimad Bhagavatam, the limbs of Krishna are the cantos in the Srimad Bhagavatam. First two cantos represent the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Third and fourth canto represents the thighs of Lord Krishna. Fifth canto, stomach. Sixth, chest. Seventh and eighth canto represents the hands of Lord Krishna. Ninth represents the throat. 10th represents the beautiful lotus face of Lord Krishna. And 11th and 12th represents the forehead of Lord Krishna. So this is the description of Srimad Bhagavatam comparing to the lotus appearance of Lord Krishna. Whenever we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, we are not reading Srimad Bhagavatam, we are exactly seeing and reading the lotus face of Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam is non-different from Krishna. When Parikshit Maharaj got the intimation that he will be leaving this body within 7 days, he left his old material world duties and went to river Ganges, asking to the saints there, what is the duty of a person who is just about to die? In this whole world, every people, not only human being, every living entity, let it be in the species of animals, birds, in any species, every species is fixed to death. Srimad Bhagavatam, Kapil Muni, in last third canto we have studied the shlok where Kapil Dev says, Mrityus charati madbhyat. Mrityu, the Lord of Death, wanders in the whole universe because of the fear of Krishna. Lord Krishna and his energies, internal potency and external potency, are maintaining this universe so nicely that everything is going on without any side effects. So in this way, the intimation to Parikshit Maharaj was there, and Parikshit Maharaj got the shelter of, by the blessing of Krishna, he got the shelter of the purest devotee on that time, Shukdev Goswami. Shukdev Goswami replied to every questions asked by Parikshit Maharaj so that Parikshit Maharaj can take proper shelter of Lord Krishna. It's very important to get a good mentor in life, because we and our mind is not so much guaranteed that it will lead us to better path. There is 110% guarantee that our mind is flickering and it will lead to the wrong path. So a mentor is required who will always pull us and lead us to the lotus feet of Krishna. That's why we pray to Lord Jagannath, Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me. Our eyes, I am not capable of controlling my eyes. But I pray to Lord Jagannath that, oh Jagannath, you control my eyes. And Lord Jagannath is very merciful, very merciful. He takes control of our eyes. Wherever our eyes goes, by His mercy, He appears at that place. In this shloka, same instance is given. Till now, we are described, the fourth canto is going on. In this fourth canto, it is a discussion between Maitreya and Vidura. Maitreya, on the instruction of Lord Krishna, when he was disappearing from this planet, at that last moment, Lord Krishna told Maitreya and Uddhav, these two personalities were the last personalities who met Lord Krishna when he was disappearing from this planet. And Lord Krishna gave them proper instructions, proper guidance to continue it further. And Lord Krishna specifically told Maitreya Rishi that Vidur will be coming to you and you impart these instructions to Vidur. And in that discussion, in that series of discussion, Maitreya Muni is reading this shloka. It's very important shloka. Before coming to this shloka, whatever in the chapter is, I will summarize it within few minutes. The chapter name is Dhruv Maharaj leaves home for the forest. Srila Prabhupada in this purport describes Dhruv Maharaj as the most pious king on this earth. Dhruv Maharaj got the darshan of Lord Krishna at the age of 5. At the age of 5, children is not knowing what to do, what things to read on, what to go. He is already wandering in this planet. Similarly, Dhruv Maharaj was so much eager. He was tested by Narad Muni and other saints also. Similarly, after the testing of the Dhruv Maharaj by various saints, Narad Muni told him to take the form of Lord Krishna and worship him regularly with the mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Following the instruction of his Guru Maharaj, Dhruv continued on this path and finally, with his determination, he got the darshan of the Lord. In bhakti, determination is very much required. For us also, lessons from Dhruv Maharaj is very important. For us what? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, who is none other than Krishna, he himself always used to hear the pastimes of Dhruv Maharaj. Always he used to go to Raghunath Das Goswami, and under the shelter of Raghunath Das Goswami and Sarup Damodar, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always used to hear the pastimes of Dhruv Maharaj. It's very interesting that how only 5-year-old child gets the darshan of Lord Krishna. We are so much deeply engrossed in material life that after passing so much years in bhakti, still that desire to meet Krishna is not in our heart. I ask everyone present in this meeting that if himself Narad Muni appears to you and asks, are you ready to go to Golok Dham now? It's now 7:34 a.m. Are you ready to go to Golok Dham now? 16 participants are there.
We want to go, but whether we are prepared or not, we actually do not know. That Lord will decide whether we are, we can actually go and serve Him.
Jai. When the aeroplane, Vaikuntha plane came to take the Dhruv Maharaj Dhruv Maharaj, what did he do? He went to all his acharyas. He didn't told, wow, I got the plane and now I will go off. He went to all the acharyas. He completed his whole morning program. He did dandavats to all, and then he stepping on Yamraj, himself came and prayed to Dhruv Maharaj that with this body you cannot go there. So Dhruv Maharaj told, what should I do now? So the Yamraj himself bent down and Dhruv Maharaj stepped on Yamraj and boarded the Vaikuntha plane. So we are now in future, from this shloka afterwards, we will be reading about Dhruv Maharaj. In this shloka, 2 words are very important. Till now, the lineage of Adharma was told. This chapter, 8th chapter, is having total 82 shlokas. 82 shlokas are there. It is divided into 7 sections. 82 chapters are divided into 7 sections. First 5 shlokas describes the lineage of Adharma, how Adharma is appearing. Adharma is also the creation of the Lord. So how it comes into existence, that is described in the first 5 shlokas. Then from the shlok number 6 to 16, Suruchi, the mother of Dhruv Maharaj, chastises Dhruv, and how Dhruv responds towards it, it is described in the 16th shloka. Then the real mother of Dhruv Maharaj, Suniti, directs Dhruv to worship the Lord in shlok number 17 through 23. Then Narad Muni comes and tests Dhruv Maharaj's determination from 24 to 34 verse. And in 35 to 62, Dhruv Maharaj expresses his ambitious goal and Narad instructs him on the process of attaining Lord Krishna. Narad Muni first tests him. Dhruv Maharaj was told that, oh, in this early childhood, why are you going to the fearful forest? Just go and play with your children, with your friends. But with the determination of Dhruv Maharaj, he was able to go to the Lord Krishna. And in last 63rd to 70 shlok, Narad Muni meets and pacifies Uttanpad. And 71st to 82 shlok, Dhruv's severe austerities and their effects are described. It's not that Guru Maharaj has given Diksha and everything is over. Afterwards, our own serious austerities is required. Guru will show the path. But it's our austerity that will lead us to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. It's our austerity, our own austerity. Everyone has to lead his spiritual plane. Instructions are there for everyone. How much we follow, how much strict and disciplined and enthusiastic we are, it depends on us. Always we have to be enthusiastic. And such enthusiastic person was Vidura. Vidura was living in such a critical environment. You cannot imagine the negativity around Vidura. That's why in this shloka you can see Vidura is described as Kuru Udvaha. Vidur is described as Guru Udvaha. Atatah kirtaye vamsham punya kirtehe Kuru Udvaha swambhuvasyape manoho harer amsamsa janmanaha. In this beautiful verse, two words are very important. First word is in the first line, second part. Punya kirtehe. Punya kirtehe. It is the adjective of Vidur. It is the adjective of Vidur. Vidur is described as Kuru Udvaha. Udvaha meaning Srila Prabhupada ji writes as best of the Kurus. Best of the Kurus. And how are the activities of Kuru Udvaha? Who is Kuru Udvaha? Vidur. Maitreya is telling to Vidur. It's very important to learn whenever we address some person, always the glories of that person should be addressed. It's not that always by name we can address them. In Bhagavad Gita also, we can see Krishna and Arjun, that dialogue, that conversation is there. And in that conversation, Lord Krishna in whole Bhagavad Gita is called by almost 100 plus names are there. Madhusudan, Keshav, Madhav, like this various names are there. Achyuta. Arjuna is not calling Krishna directly. By other various other names, Krishna is being called. Similarly, here Vidur is called by the name Kuru Udvaha, the best of the Kurus. And the adjective given here is Punya Kirtehe. All the activities of the Vidur were pious activities only. The life of Vidur was filled with pious activities. As we know, Vidur was none other than Dharamraj himself. Dharamraj himself. It was the story that once a rishi got after death the punishment within life only. Within life, once a rishi was doing his meditation in his cot in the village, and once on one day the king over there called that rishi, and the reason for calling that rishi was a thief was hiding in his house. A thief was there, he was hiding in his house, and with the confusion the king also arrested that rishi also, considering rishi as the part of the member of the thieves. So with that doubt, rishi was also arrested, and the common punishment was given to all the thieves who was involved in that robbery. The common punishment was Shul Pariksha was there. Shul Pariksha means from the bottom part that whole rod will be inserted in the whole body, and whole body will be inserted with that rod. So difficult punishment was there. And while that punishment was given, that rishi left his body, and he was very ashamed that although he did all his life all pious activities, why this punishment, this difficult punishment was there. He directly went to Lord of Death, Yamraj, and Yamraj was asked why I was given this punishment. I have done whole life, I have done so much pious activities. Like we also think in life, we have not done any kind of bad activities, then why are we suffering now? Why are good people suffering and bad people not suffering? The Lord of Death told him that karma, cycle of karma is very difficult. And he recalled that when he was child, when that rishi was child, he tortured an animal with the same kind of punishment that was given to the rishi. And the karma came back again in this life again. Rishi was shocked, and rishi told Yamraj that when a living entity is in his childhood, his activities, he is not knowing what activities he is doing. So, in that scripture it is written, till the age of 8, or somewhere it is written till the age of 12, whatever the activities a child is doing, he is not knowing what he is doing. You can see a child, he can pick up the flowers of the Lord He can eat the offerings given to the Lord. Suppose you are offering Laddu Gopal kept in your house something, and your child, 6-year-old or 3-year-old child goes and picks it up. And he can eat it also. So no aparadh is there for the child. It's the parents, duties of parents to teach him. So there is no aparadh to the child. But in that age, Yamraj calculated that aparadh. And Yamraj was given punishment that although I am pious, you gave me the punishment. Similarly, you are very pious entity. You will have to go to material world and live for one lifetime like this only. You will be whole pious but living in the unpious environment. And that Yamraj came as Vidur. He was the only pious living entity there, and he was living in the unpious environment. And that Vidur, now whole lifetime he was chanting the glories of Krishna. Now at that last moment, Lord Krishna recalled Vidur, and Maitreya Muni is giving him instruction. What Maitreya Muni is telling here, when the creation was there, the series of this shloka is very interesting to hear. The lineage of Adharma is told. Now Parishad Maharaj, after a question of Parishad Maharaj, Maitreya Rishi is telling the lineage of Swambhu Manu. Lineage of Swambhu Manu. The last word in the shloka is Harer Amshamsa Janmanaha. Swambhuvasya api manoho Hare Amshamsa Janmanaha. So Hare, Hari Sada Vasate. There is a very nice slok in the Kevalastakam written by Nilkanta Goswami. Hare Sada Vasate. Means that Hare, Lord is living and residing everywhere. Lord is residing everywhere. Very nicely, the glories of Lord Krishna is told here. It is told here that a living entity who completes 100 lifetimes of following the Varnashram Dharma, 100 lifetimes of following the Varnashram Dharma, gets qualified to become Brahma. Brahma is also a post. Various other living entities who are getting qualified gets that post to serve there. But Lord Krishna is very merciful, and if he sees that no other living entity is qualified till now, Lord Krishna himself goes and takes that post. Lord Krishna himself assumes the post of Lord Brahma. Harer Amshamsa Janmanaha. Amshamsa means the part of the plenary portion. Plenary portion of the part of the plenary portion of Lord Hari. That Lord Hari takes the position of Lord Brahma. There are many such pastimes in this world we can see where Lord himself takes the role of the devotee. Takes the role of the devotee and serves devotee. When Ambarish Maharaj was when Ambarish Maharaj was on this planet, Durvasa Rishi was so much frustrated with him when he was doing that Vrat, Ekadashi Vrat. And Durvasa Muni was so much frustrated that without inviting him, Ambarish Maharaj, he did the Paran of the Vrata. So with his hair, he created a demon and left it on the Ambarish Maharaj. But Ambarish Maharaj was a devotee of Lord Krishna. And whenever we apply this tilak and wear the Kantimala like Ambarish Maharaj, we are also protected by Sudarshan Chakra. This is our protection. This is our kavach. Always we have to wear this tilak and Kantimala. Himself, Lord Yamraj himself has told that whoever wears this tilak and Kantimala is always protected and is never under the shelter of Yamdutas. Like this, when that the demon by Durvasa Rishi was sent to Ambrish Maharaj. With the Sudarshan Chakra, that demon was also killed, and that Sudarshan Chakra also chased Durvasa Rishi. So why he was troubling Ambrish Maharaj? And Durvasa Rishi went to all over the world. He went to Lord Shiva, he went to Lord Brahma, and finally he went to Lord Vishnu himself. That this is your weapon, please protect me. I am under your lotus feet, I am under your shelter. But Lord said that famous shloka, where Lord Vishnu says, it is described in the 8th canto, it is very nicely described, that Lord himself is under the shelter of, is under the protection, and he is guided by his devotees. Lord is guided by his devotee. He is not free. Lord Krishna himself told, Lord Krishna in the Bhagavatam, who is described as Swatantra, Swarat, Tene Brahme Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadhyasya Anvyaditatascharthe Shvabhigya Swarat. So here Lord is described as Swarat, but Lord himself in 8th canto, when in the pastime of Ambrish Maharaj, he tells that he is controlled by his devotees. Lord likes to be controlled by his devotees. Lord likes to serve his devotees. It's not that like in other religion, it is told Lord is very great. You have to always bend hand in front of the Lord. That is other rasa, like Shant ras. But Lord likes to be controlled by his devotees. Lord likes to be called by names like Yashoda Nandan, Nandanandan. These are the names which Lord very nicely likes. He likes to be called by his devotees. Partha Sarthi. Very good, his name is there, Partha Sarthi. So by these names, when we relate Lord Krishna to his devotees, that is the very nice point Lord Krishna likes. In the Gopi Geet, it is told, now Kartik month is going on, we can read the Gopi Geet. So there it is told, Lord doesn't like to be worshipped by the mantras of the Vedas. Lord doesn't like to be worshipped by mantras of the Ved, but he liked the chastisement of the gopis. When all the gopis were telling, oh Krishna, please dance, I will give you makhan. And just in that desire to have the makhan and to please the devotees, Lord Krishna danced in front of all the gopis. It was so amazing that Lord Krishna is running, like in this Kartik month we can see, Lord Krishna is running from the fear of Mother Yashoda. Lord Krishna, who is the Lord of death, and Yamraj is serving Lord Krishna, he is the whole source of every sources, and that Lord Krishna is fearing. Why? Because his mother is taking stick and running behind him. So amazing pastime is this. And Lord Krishna, who frees everyone from the material world, now gets bound by Mother Yashoda to the Ukhal. So nice pastime. It is just an amazing pastime. Kunti Maharani remembers this pastime and gets amazed. There are various such pastimes. Time is getting over. I will just remind one more pastime, two more pastime. Raghu was there. The story of Raghu comes. Raghu in the Jagannath Puri, Raghu used to eat leaves. He used to offer flowers. With the flowers were sewed with the leaves, banana leaves. He was very old, very poor, and not having the money to buy the thread. So with the banana leaves, he was trimming the flowers, and that he was offering to the Jagannath. And that the Panda of the Jagannath didn't took his flower. And that day, whatever dress the Panda was offering to the Lord Jagannath was not wearing that dress. That was getting slipped from the body of the Lord Jagannath. from the divine body of the Lord Jagannath, all the dresses were getting slipped. Then in the dream of the main head panda, Lord Jagannath himself appears and tells, you have not taken the offering from Raghu. How shall I take your offering? And in the old age, Lord Jagannath himself went to serve Raghu. In Jagannath we can see that pastime. And also the famous pastime when Lord Jagannath went in favor of King Purushottam Dev. King Purushottam Dev was the greatest king who was a devotee of Lord Krishna, Lord Jagannath. And to protect Lord Jagannath, King Purushottam Dev went there. But Lord King Purushottam Dev was not able to fight with the so much huge army of soldiers. Then he prayed to Lord Jagannath, and Jagannath and Balram himself appeared and fought with the armies. So that there are unlimited pastimes where Krishna himself appears and serves the devotees. In this purport, the last line of this purport is very important. With that, I will end this class. In the last line it is told, Srila Prabhupada is writing, history of the life of Dhruv Maharaj is related here, and Dhruv Maharaj is the most pious king within this universe. Like in starting also I told the story of Dhruv Maharaj, and Lord Chaitanya himself was hearing his pastime always. So I will conclude. I have told 3 points. I have described the 3 points here in this shloka. Firstly, the pastimes of Dhruv Maharaj I have described, and how Dhruv Maharaj with his determination achieved Lord Krishna, and that pastime even Lord Chaitanya is hearing various times. And afterwards the glories of Vidur and the story of Vidur I have described. Then lastly the mercy of Lord Krishna and how Lord Krishna is eager to serve the devotees. And like the question I have asked, who is now ready to go to the Golok Dham? That person who is attracting Lord Krishna with his services. Like Srimad Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, serve Lord in such a way that Lord himself will come and ask, who is that devotee serving me so nicely? There may be many unfavorable situations in your life, but don't take that unfavorable situation so seriously. Always remember the blessings showered upon you to chant the holy name. You are getting the chance to chant the holy name. You are getting the chance to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. You are getting the chance to take the darshan of Lord Krishna every day. This is very auspicious, and so we can take the best of the opportunities, best use of bad bargain. This human life is just meant to serve Krishna. Jiver Swarup Hoye Krishna Nitya Das. We are always the eternal servant of Lord Krishna. So with this I will end. I thank everyone to give me the opportunity. Hare Krishna. Any questions?